Hello and welcome back to some 999. Last time Mr. 9 died, we learned some new tech about the the puzzles in the escape room, like you have to how it works and how it actually enforces the rules via Mr. Snake. I'll give you my at the beginning of the episode. I like to give my thoughts on the characters who I think are sus. I still think Ace and Santa are sus from the reasons I've been saying before. Like most sus towards being like allied with the Zero or is Zero. I think Snake and Clover are sus, but just like sus, not because they might be the mastermind, but just they're obviously hiding something. I think it's very easy for Snake to not be telling the full truth about the message in Braille, since no one else can really confirm it. And I don't know if I believe that Clover and Snake are siblings. Also, Fisherman has some sus on him, just because it seemed like he was hiding something about his encounter with Zero. And so that means June and Lotus are probably my most trustworthy people, though I'm a little sus of June, just and it's not even real sus, it's just her character type. It makes me sus of her, like, instinctually, on an instinctual base, without any actual suspicious evidence or whatever. So that means Lotus is kind of my most trustworthy, so kind of want to stick with her. And no, it's not just because she looks good. I actually think she's pretty trustworthy. So before we start, I thought it might be a good time to read up on the files. We don't need to read them out loud, but just to put them in my brain. Yes, digital roots. Oh, interesting. Controls. Yeah, we just use arrow keys. We're a mouse gamer. I mean a mouse, not a keyboard. Okay. Advanced text. We might need a skip later, but that's probably for new route. Special functions. Save, flowchart, filer, so quick access. That might be useful, but we'll see later. That should be fine. These are just stuff we already know, really. But we might as well get them out of this. I want to see flowchart. Doesn't actually explain the flowchart, huh? Clicking the stream during an escape. Okay, yes. Mini games. So this is just flowchart. You can jump to different places in the story by using flowchart. Both story segments and escape rooms can be viewed. The choices you make in the flowchart will affect your story progress. So I'm just gonna go down one route and then change for the others, just to keep the flow steady. But yeah, there we go. Read up on the hints. Not much to read on. Just checking. Sorry if I'm a little squeaky. The shorts I'm wearing are like squeaky, so when I like shift, you can hear a squeak. But yeah, okay. So we're still arguing about stuff. Don't remember exactly. Oh, about whatever. Okay, let's just continue. So arguing if we should do the puzzles or not.
それはちゃんと話し合ってから。
I know she is an anti-puzzler, Lotus, but that doesn't really make her sus. It's natural. Though I agree we should do puzzles. Santa threw up his hand, with his voice with filled with Santa threw up his hands, his voice with filled with irritation. I don't like that sentence. Also, since we started, I guess you might miss it if you're skipping around after the intro, but Higurashi has ended, so you might see some bonus 999 videos, just because the channel might be a little bit empty because of the lack of Higurashi. So don't be surprised. That's good. More Higurashi and more 999 and more rants bonus videos while I take a little break from it. Plus work on the theory video.
本当にいいのかよこのままで。俺たちに残されたのはあと7時間半。与えられた9時間のうちすでに1時間半も使っちまったんだぞ。
Also, if you're like, okay, well, who do you think is more sus between Santa and Ace? I think Santa's the most sus, man. He's just such an instigator, and that just could be his personality, but it just makes me sus of him. Also, I guess if I'm not really using, I should change my my mic positioning to the visual novel position, because I was doing some keyboard gaming with the one-shots, which you guys should check out if you want to see some spoots. The two latest ones, the cute ghost one and the Walk in the Dark, both had me scream at least once or twice, so if you want to hear me scream from jump scares. No one was willing to argue this time.
やむをえんな。先に進むしかあるまい。ゼロの言いなりになるなんて。
Okay, looks like everyone's in the same boat.
まあこのままじっとしててもしょうがないしね。
ニルスのカードのおかげでどうすればいいかも分かったし。
ああ、ルールさえ守っていればきっと大丈夫。何も起こらない。
It would be hilarious if Snape was just trolling and he just gave us completely false information. Or he gave us true information but one bit was false, so it screws us over later. But I don't know if he did that. It's a little ballsy. It's good to give right information so we trust him when he's actually holding back some.
でも、なんだ。
誰がどっちの扉に入るんですか？
June lit towards the numbered doors.
ああ、そうか。一箇所に入れるのは
I
最大でも5
I wonder if we clear a room, then will we or is there even a puzzle? Maybe you just have to activate it. I assume there's a puzzle in it, but if there's not, I wonder if we clear the puzzle, can the other people enter? Or are they stuck there and they either have to go through the 4 door, or we have to open a door or the elevator and bring them up or whatever.
8人全員で入ることはできないから。
二手に分かれるしかなさそうだ。
ちょっと待って。
Lotus, you're coming with me. June, also, if possible. Everyone else can get yeeted. Lotus looked terrified.
先に言っとくけど、私は5の扉には入らないからね。
Okay. Door 4.
わがまま言うなよ。
わがままだろうとなんだろうと、絶対に嫌。あの血だまりの上を歩くぐらいなら、私はここに残るわ。
やれやれ。せっかくみんなでまとまりかけた。
The cool thing about this is we don't even need to save our choices, I think, because we can just flowchart back. But again, since first route, we're just gonna trust our instincts and guts. He shook his head sadly.
悪いが俺もごめんだな。5の扉はパスだ。
Yikes, Santa and Lotus in one door, dude. That most innocent, most sus in my book. It's not a good match. I guess it balances it. Oh, so why is Santa pussing out? He was such an instigator about it too.
この靴買ったばっかなんだよ。
Okay, dude. You are very stylish. I'll let it slide.
あのキモいおっさんの血で汚したくないんだ。
But that's such a shit excuse. Come on, you're so sus. That's more sus points on you. That was the last straw.
お前な。
Mess him up, Junpei.
そもそも最初に先に進もうって言い出したのはお前なんだぞ。
Yeah. Call him out.
知らねえよそんなもん。俺は最初から4の扉に入るつもりだったし。
まあ言ったなこりゃ。
There's an awkward silence. Finally, Seven spoke.
わかったよ。それじゃあ俺が5の
I low-key trust Seven, even though I just said he's sus because they made it apparent that he's lying about his encounter with Zero. He just seems more trustworthy than some of the other people.
言っても一人だけじゃどうにもならねえ。誰か一緒に来てくれるやつはいないか。
There was another long silence. This time Snake was the one to break it. Even though I think Snake is sus, I think he's very smart. So I wouldn't mind him on my team.
僕が行こ
Okay, that's 9. So we can go for the tiebreaker.
お兄ちゃん。
う。大丈夫だよ。心配いらない。一旦は離れ離れになってしまうけど、もう一度どこかで合流できるはずだ。
どうしてわかるの？
わかるから。わかるんだ。
They're definitely acting the part of siblings pretty well.
答えになってないよ。だったら私も一緒に行く。5の扉に入る。
Oh, well then we need Ace to seal the deal.
弱ったな。
何も弱る必要はないだろ
Ace stepped forward. Yeah, he's
う。私
joining.
が加わればいいだけのことだ。違うかね。
Yep, okay. That's one team. Alright. It's actually a pretty... You know, you have Ace, who I think is reliable, and Snake, who I think is... Like, not counting their sus, I think those two are pretty smart. I don't know about Clover. You know, this is just from appearances. And, I mean, Sevens also seems like a strong man, too, so he can even help with some physical stuff.
セブンの7とニルスの2。
Yes, yes.
それに四つ葉の4と私の1を。
I...
数字根
The one thing I'll say about this novel is the basic math is it's a little draggy for my tastes. Like yes, the digital root didn't know about it, but the basic edition is not I feel like a character doesn't need to explain it every time.
7たす2たす4たす1イコール14。
Or just say it like Santa, don't make it weird like Ace. Like a couple sentences.
14の数字根は1たす4イコール
Or yes, yes.
なんだ。だったらそれでいいじゃん。その4人で5の扉に入れば。
Cool.
待ってくれ。残った他の4人はどうなる？数字根はいくつだ？
Oh. Junpei did a quick mental calculation. Who's left? Lotus, me, so 8 plus 5 is 13, plus 6 is 19. Who's left? I don't oh, Santa. What's Santa? 3? Do I, what, 1921? Are we off?
残ったメンバーはヤシ、
Okay.
サンタ、
I don't remember Santa's number. I think it's 3. So 6, 5 is 11, 19, 21 or 20.
この4人のバングルナンバーは
Okay, so it is 21.
3、6、5だ。
Wait, 23. Wait. Oh no, I can't. I just shit taught the basic math and I can't basic math it. 11, 17, 22?
8、3、6、5。この数字
I'm actually dying right now. 11, 17, 22. Oh, it works. It actually works for 4.
8たす3たす6たす5イコール22だから
Ah, that works perfectly. So,
22の数字根は
kind of sucks we lost the 9 number. I'm pretty sure, like, those locked doors are gonna lead back to this room, so eventually we could just pick up the stragglers, which we might have to do later, because we're gonna run out of combinations. He repeated what he determined. You know what, that took me a couple times, so maybe I'm being a little cocky on my mathematics. I'm actually horrible at math. As you've seen, I actually failed grade 12 math, but my teacher boosted me up to a passing grade for university. Just because I was a really nice student, so teachers liked me a lot, even though I sucked a lot at math. Honestly, I wasn't too bad at everything else. It was mainly just math
4だ。
and science. I hate science. I'm not good at memorizing certain things. I'm more good when you get to freestyle a little bit, like English.
残った4人のバングルナンバーを足すと数字根は4になる。
Nice.
じゃ
It
あ
works
その
out.
4人で4の扉に入れるって
And we get Lotus and June. We have Santa, who's my most sus, but we got 2 of my most innos, so that's good.
ああ
I don't know how useful June's gonna be. She seems pretty fragile so far, though.
もう一度まとめてみよ
Lotus seems somewhat sharp, and Santa's... I don't know. He's kind of medium on my list.
う。5の
And
扉に
obviously,
入
I'm
る
a
のは
genius,
セブ
so
ン、ニルス、ヨッツ
so we can carry the team.
4の扉へはヤシロ、サンタ、紫、俺の4人で入ることになる。
Sounds good to me.
だが本当にこれでいいのか。この扉の先には9番の男の死体が転がっている。
Well, June being on this side works for sure.
二度と見たくない光景ではあるんだが、奴の死体をこの目で確かめておいた方がいいような気がするんだよな。
Ooh, that's a good point.
5の扉を選べば、それを嫌っているヤシロやサンタとは当然紫とんだ。
Yeah, she wouldn't like that.
凄惨な現場に連れて行くわけにはいかない。
We'd have to mix up the teams a bit. Junpei was torn.
彼のままに4の扉へと入るべきか、あるいは待ったをかけて5の扉に入りたいと伝えるべきなのか。
Oh, I hate this. As he turned his options over and over in his mind, Ace spoke up. He began to walk towards door 5. Clover and Snake followed with 7 a short distance behind.
私たちもそっちだね。行こう、お兄ちゃん。
こらこら、そんなに強く引っ張らなくても扉は逃げないよ。
俺はどっちの扉に。
Ah. What would I do? I don't know what looking at the body would actually do for me, though. Unless he had something on him. I actually think that's a bait. I think that's thinking about it too much. There's nothing an exploded body would have on. You know what? We'll go 4. I like my team, honestly. It's fine. I'm sure we'll eventually find out what 5 is later. Decided that 4 would be fine. I think that's fine. I actually don't really have the urge Junpei has to go to 5 besides the corpse thing, but I don't actually think it's that big of a deal,
ヤシロやサンタ、
oddly enough.
紫と一緒に4の扉に入ろう。
Wonder how our flow's looking because of that option.
初めから悩む
How do I
必要は
check?
なかった
I forgot.
そうだよ。
Oops.
あいつのそばにいてやれるんだ。
Also, yes, protect waifu. Or is it menu? Yeah, I'm dumb. Okay, so it didn't happen yet. But obviously, it's trying to lead us through there. Our end result is the same, though, so that's good. I think. June, Atene, Kura, Shiki.
それでいいじゃないか。何も問題なんてない。このままあの4人を見送ろう。
He made no shows of affection, but Junpei saw her as something more than just a friend from his childhood. It's been a while, though.
一宮さんたち、そろそろ行くみたいですね。
He watched the other four walk towards the door. Ace, Snake, Clover, and 7. Junpei said nothing as they left. I think it's fine. Guys, do your best. Don't die. Before long, they had reached door 5. They talked to one another for a few seconds, saying things Junpei couldn't hear, and then laid their hands one by one on the scanner panel of the red. Ace grabbed the lever. His face tight with determination, he turned over his shoulder to look at Junpei and his companions.
ええ、気をつけて。
See you guys. Do your best. We'll be on waifu protection duty. It's also a double. It's a double job because we got to protect Lotus too. As Ace pulled the lever, the door swung open. The mouth of the great hungry beast. Jesus.
ひどい。
Beyond the door, Junpei knew lay the sad remains of the ninth man. It did not surprise him that Ace, Clover, and Seven hesitated. The body was not a pleasant thing.
何をしてるんだい？ほら、早く行くよ。
Gotta do the dead thing or you're all gonna die. Slate had no such problems as his blindness made him immune to the horror. He stepped through the door, his feet making a wet splat in the pool of blood.
お兄ちゃん、靴が血で。
いいから早く。それとも
Good call.
みんなで仲良く死ぬつもりなのかな？
Good
扉が
call.
開いている時間は9秒しかないんだよ。
ごめん。
Oh yeah, that would screw him over.
急ごう。
The three men remaining steeled themselves and stepped through the door. Boom. Door 5 swung shut, closing the heavy finality of... What? Door 5 swung shut, closing with the heavy finality of metal upon metal. Junpei and his companion scrambled to the door.
おい、向こうの様子は何かわからないのかよ。せめて音だけでも。
何か鳴ってるな。
さっきと同じ電子音ね。
バングルの次元起爆送信機の作動音だろ。
大丈夫でしょうか。
June's face showed concern more plainly than her words ever could. Almost as though in response to her question, a voice rang from the other side of the door. It was Seven. They found it. Nice.
早く認証を。
テンションが。
The sighs of relief were audible even through the heavy door.
止まったぜ。
Junpei and his companions leaned away from the door and breathed a collective sigh of relief of their own.
なあ、大丈夫か？
They'd hear Seven's voice, but it wouldn't hurt to be sure.
大丈夫。
Despite the recent danger, Clover's voice was as bubbly as ever.
一応デッドの情報を伝えておくね。デッドはレッドと同じデザインをしてて。
Oh, sorry, Clover.
赤い色をしてたじゃない。だけどデッドは青だから。
Okay.
レッドと何
Good
かと
tack.
同じ。認証の仕方もね。
わかった。ありがとう。助かるよ。
That's cool. We got like some tips and tricks because we're the second group.
では我々は先に進むことにしよう。君たちも気をつけるんだぞ。
Oh, maybe there's no puzzle. Well, maybe in like the upcoming rooms there's trying to be a puzzle.
ああ、了解だ。
But that's just like the entrance way. Makes sense. They already have all that tech. Junpei and the others left door 5 and headed towards door 4.
今度はこっちの番だな。それじゃあまず俺から。
They stood in front of the red and placed each of their hands upon it. Four asterisks appeared on the screen. Junpei grabbed the lever and turned around.
それじゃあ
Ready up.
準備は
Oops, sorry, Junpei.
行きましょう。
None of them looked particularly optimistic, but their faces were set. Junpei nodded to them and turned back towards the red.
よし。それじゃあ行こう。
With strength and determination, he pulled the lever. Let's go. I'm not afraid.
走れ。
Well, the four of them left through the door together. Did some extra seconds. The moment they passed through it, each heard a cold electronic sound coming from their left wrist. Ooh, it even has this little pink skull, being cute. In the center of each bracelet, a red skull appeared and began to flash. That's a pink skull, sir.
カウントダウンか。
The detonator's countdown had begun. In the long moment that each of them spent staring at their wrists. 9 seconds have passed. Come on. The numbered doors behind them closed, the sound of metal on metal reverberating down the hallway.
退路も断たれたぞ。
早く例の装置を見つけないと。
おい、
Yes, run, run.
知らないわよ。
End of the hall, maybe?
知らないじゃねえだろうが探せ。
言われなくても探してるわ。
They began to run, eyes looking frantically for the device that was the key to their salvation. The hallway they found themselves running down was a long one, easily 300 feet in length. On the right side of it stood a series of wooden doors, all nearly identical. If they had taken their time to think, they would have likely discerned that the doors led to cabins.
デッドはこの部屋のどこかにあるんじゃ。
Sure, it's not like at the end of the hall.
何部屋あると思ってるんですか。
It's kind of fast. Don't we only have like a minute or something? Junpei was too frightened to count properly, but at his best guess, there were 7 or 8 of them.
ああ、くそ。いちいち数えてる余裕なんてねえぞ。
Junpei ran to the nearest door.
とにかく開けていくしかねえ。
Okay, speed run. He grabbed the knob and shook it hard.
ない。
It didn't feel locked, more like someone had hammered an iron plate over the other side of the door. Junpei turned around to find another door and saw that his companions had already run to the doors of their own. They did not seem to be having any more success than he had. Their own words confirmed his fears.
ダメだ。
こっちはダメ。びくともしません。
Jun was the last one to speak up. As Junpei looked in her direction, his eyes caught something he hadn't noticed before. A small red blinking
あっ
light.
た。通路の突き当たりだ。走れ。
Bro, I told it went on at the end of the hallway. Makes the most sense. Even as he yelled, he ran. He grabbed Santa, Lotus, and Jun and pulled them towards the light. Jeez. Santa called out to them as he ran.
おい、あと何秒だ。
知らないわよ。タイムリミットは81秒です。
81 seconds.
答え知ってる。残り何秒かって聞いてんだ。
How would we know? In all likelihood, Junpei figured nearly a minute had passed since the door had closed behind them. If that was true. Urgency foremost in all of their minds, they arrived at the end of the hallway. The dead sat on the left wall, blinking almost tauntingly at them.
急げ。
Right, called it. Mans just had to run to the back. Makes the most sense.
デッドだ。飛びつけ。
Junpei grabbed hold of the machine, his hand slit with sweat and shaking. He slammed his hand against the scanner panel.
みんな。
The other 3 quickly followed suit. With a grunt, Santa yanked the lever downward. Not even close. Maybe it was a little close. His hand beginning to steady, Junpei wiped away some of the sweat that had beaded on his forehead. As they caught their breath, the 4 companions began to look around.
突き当たりもまた扉か。
Puzzle territory? Question mark? He could see a heavy-looking set of double doors. Set into the walls of the hallway on either side of the large doors were 2 smaller
ま
ones.
ずはこっちだな。
Yeah, let's try the
こ
small
の両見出し
ones.
のドアはと
Got a full clear. Get some loot. Maybe we'll find a key.
まあ開かないよな。
How many times had he come across similar doors with similar results, he wondered. Or perhaps he corrected himself more of a lack of results. Whatever the reason, the door remained firm and unyielding and refused to allow Junpei or anyone else passage.
鍵穴か。
Mm-hmm. What was that symbol? I think they told us. It's one of the planets. Above the keyhole was a small symbol engraved in the brass. I know it's not Earth. Earth had like a cross on it. It's not the sun.
なんだこのマーク。
It does look like a male thing, but I don't know if that's what it is. He wasn't quite sure what to make of it and stared at it for a moment in confusion. Isn't June the one who knows the marks? So it's lucky we brought her. She's our mark girl. It was June that corrected him.
違いますよ。これは多分火星のマークだと思います。
Mars. There you go. There we go. Nice. I forgot June had this symbol tech. So she's the symbol identifier. That's actually pretty useful.
確かにオスの記号と同じですけどね。でもほら大階段の近くにも同じよう
Yeah,
なマー
and they
ク
were
があ
all
ったじゃないですか。
planets. So it made sense.
太陽系の星を示すマーク。
ああ。そういえば。太陽。土星。
Oh, that was Saturn.
それに
That's Earth. Yes, I remember that.
だから
Forgot about Saturn though.
オスじゃなくて太陽系の火星のマークってことか。
だと思います。
へえ。あ、
Well, Junpei and June thought Santa had disappeared. Traitor, we knew him. Joke. They turned to find him some distance down the hallway. He had gone to shut the other doors. Just in case. Eventually, he reached the last of them and jogged back. It took him only a moment to catch his breath again.
おうあらかた調べてみたんだがダメだ他のドアは全部開かねえ
Okay. It's good to be thorough.
ことは
残るはこの2枚のドアだけってことね。
Oh yeah, we still have one of the smaller doors. Lotus examined the doors on either side of the larger door, but double door. Oh wait, okay, I thought we examined one of them, but I guess we didn't. Each had a metal plate attached to it.
ルームナンバーですか。
左手のドアは B90。右手のドアは B93 か。開けてみよう。俺は92号室の方をやる。
ああなら俺は93号室だな
Okay. Junpei put his hand on the doorknob and sent to move the other door to the other door. They made it through the numbered door alive. That's good. There was nothing more to be afraid of. Junpei and Santa looked at each other and nodded.
せーの。
In unison, they pushed against their respective doors and promptly found themselves in a new room. Jun followed Junpei as he threw open his door. They turned around and saw that the door to the other side was open as well. Through the door was another person, his mouth agape. It was Santa.
開いたぞ
Yeah.
ああ。開いたな。
Junpei and Santa looked at each other.
なんか拍子抜けたな。
こんなにもあっさり開くとはな
Guess we did that to loot. Well, we need a key, so it made sense. Lotus's calm voice broke into their thoughts.
これもゼロの思惑通りってことなのかしら。
Yes, I would assume so. Lotus.
なんだかいいように操られてるみたいで尺に触るわね。
As she headed for room 93, Lotus
とに
continued.
かくこの2つの部屋どちらかに先へ進むための手がかりがあるはずよ。
Puzzles?
探しましょう。私とサンタはこっちの部屋を調べてみるから、
Okay.
純平君と紫さんはそっちを頼むよ
It's。kind of funny. My most sus and my most inno person are working together, but that's
あ
alright.
あ。わかった。
了解です。
Alright, June, let's do this. Oh god, it's a puzzle. There's like 10 rooms! Oh boy. Okay. Let's do it. This is the layout, and we start there. Yeah, we have a bit to chat through. Junpei, where are you going? I was thinking going over to Lotus's room. Do you think maybe you could look around here a little more before you go? There's a lot for me to do here all by myself. I'm just clicking. I'm a clicker. This face looks expensive. I wonder how much we could get for it. Ah, are you gonna steal it? Ehehehe. Hey, my type of girl. Ooh, I don't want to go. Picture. This is a kind of weird looking picture. Do you think it's an abstract painting or something? It looks kind of like a demon with an elephant's nose. Sucking on a human being's brain. Hey, maybe she comes off as timid, but maybe she's a bit more spicy than I thought. I like it though. Where the hell did that come from? What's her brain made of? Can't say I'd mind finding out a little more about what goes on in there. Demon elephant. Sucking on a human's brain. I don't see it. It's kind of a weird looking picture. It's some sort of weird black and white design. Looks like there's a room on the right side of this picture. Looks like there's a room. Okay, well. Let's check the room. It's the shower room. There's a little blue platform protruding from the shower wall next to the knobs. It's for putting soap on. I used a shower once, so I know. Thank you, cheeky friend. That's the shower knob. Let's see if anything happens when we turn it. No water's coming out. It's a shower knob. There's no water coming out of the shower. It's just a shower head. There's nothing special about it. There's a bathroom wall. There's some spray tiles all over it. The wall's covered with spray tiles. They've got all geometric shapes on them. Okay. Junpei, do you think there might be something on the shower curtains? Well, maybe. You want to try closing it? There doesn't seem to be anything here. Yeah, you're right. Let's put it back. I thought that was a good idea. It's a shower head. It feels dry too. That probably means no one has used it in a long time. Shower curtain, huh? Let's try closing it. So nothing. Now I can see the full expanse of the shower curtain in all its waterproof glory. There's nothing suspicious. It's just a normal old shower curtain. A narrow shower, and I'm standing in it with June. Yes, yes. Good one. This is awkward. Time to open the curtain. Now we got the toilet. Now let's check the toilet. There's nothing there. The tank's empty too. There isn't even any water in it. A collection of full and partially depleted rolls of toilet paper. Someone was well prepared. There's nothing too suspicious about it. Sure. Light. One more time. I feel like we'll need to come back to that. Oh yeah. Why don't we go back to the living room? Okay, let's go back. So we were fairly thorough with that. Okay, what about this? Ooh, turn this. Do you have to turn that way? I guess so. But I want to click this. But we can't. Ah! Junpei, what are you doing? We don't have time to be relaxing on a sofa. I'm already doing it. It's a sofa. Maybe I shouldn't sit on it. She should not get mad at me again. It's a table made of wood. Hey, there's something here. Looks like a box of matches. Okay. That's something. Junpei looked down blankly at what he was holding, then up at June. Seems fully recovered.
はいもう全然。
June certainly looked fine.
ちょっとおでこ見せてみろ。
Oh boy. Junpei held his hand on her forehead for a few seconds.
確かに
Yes, yes.
熱は下がってるようだ。
Me being cute.
心配してくれてるんですか？
Of course. Come on, it's not like that. You know what? We'll be upfront. I don't know if there's romantic choices in this game. I doubt it. But, let's be upfront.
まあ一応
No need to lie. We're not bash about it, Junpei. We're gonna be a straight shooter when we need to be. Aw, look at that reaction. Jin blushed and giggled.
ところで純平くん、
ん
純平くんはなんでこんなところにい
Got
るんですか？
kidnapped, as per usual.
なんでってみんながいる時に話しただろ。
夜家に帰るとガスマスクの男がいて。
Well, I guess we can also judge by the size. It's not like even though I sus Ace, it's definitely too small to be Ace.
白い煙を吸い込んで意識を失った。気がつくと D デッキの性質。
そうだ。
Damn straight. He just said right. I wonder why they translated it like that. Damn straight.
それって本当なんですか？
It's what we remember. Unless it's a fake memory.
は
純平くん、私に何か隠し事してません？
I don't
して
think
ね
so.
えよ。なんでだよ。
だってどう考えてもおかしいじゃないですか。
なんで小学校の同級生がこんなところに？
Why are you blaming Junpei for it? Shouldn't you be suspecting the mastermind for doing it?
それはこっちのセリフだ。お
True.
前こそ何か隠してるんじゃないのか。
Turn it around on her.
何かって何をですか？
There, now we're in the same spot.
何かをだ。
That's a good line. What would I hide? I don't know. You're the one hiding it. How would I know?
今までに付き合ってきた男性の数とか？
Yeah, sure. Junpei's heart stumbled over
知
itself.
りたいですか？
I don't. Unless we do care. Give it to us straight. You have to admit, he was a little
安
curious.
心してください。
She smiled at him.
18人
18.
いける。
18 times 0. Good one. My man visibly gasped. Good one, June. You're way more mischievous than I thought. I didn't know what to say, but how small the gas mask person looked. It kind of looked like it could be a female too. But I don't know. We didn't get a clear look at it.
なんだか出会いかな。
The person. Mr. Right. You might just be looking at him now. June looked a little embarrassed and scratched the back of her head in a desperate attempt to seem nonchalant. Junpei coughed quietly in much the same way.
とにかく私は何も隠し事なんてしてませんよ。
So many trains. I'm sorry, guys. I bet you're counting the days to winter when my window will be closed, and it will be a nice train-free environment. So she woke up on D deck too. So we were the only two on D deck, which is interesting. Everyone else was on A deck, I believe.
じゃあこれは一体どういうことなんだよ。
And Snake and Clover were apparently in the same room.
なんでゼロは同じ小学校の出身者である俺とお前を選んだんだ。
June nodded, and for a few moments she had the faraway look of someone in deep thought.
被害者の接点をたどれば容疑者につながる。確かセブンさんがそんなことを言ってましたよね。
Look for what connects the victims. That's true. It could be a thing that, like I said before, that's a common trope in these sort of escape stories where the victims are actually linked in some way, whether it's major or minor. Usually kind of minor.
ああ言ってたんだ。
だから要するにそういうことですよ。やっぱり同級生の誰か
Why
が
am I
関係して
clicking
る
with my
んじゃない
mouse? It's because this game's making me a mouse gamer.
心当たりでもあるのか。
いいえ、さっぱり。
なんだよ。
他に学校の関係者って言ったら担任の先生とか。
I doubt it, because unless it connects to the other people.
用務員のおじさんとか給食のおばちゃんとか。
どれもピンときませんね。
だよな。
Junpei went back to searching, feeling unpleasant and confused. Elementary school. Elementary school. Was there anything strange that happened in elementary school? As he searched the room, he continued to rack his brain. You know what? We're gonna end it there. Aiden, it's only 45 minutes. You didn't even finish the puzzle room. Sorry, but this is a hard end. But like I said... No, I want to actually move. Here we go. Like I said before, now that Higurashi is over, I might hit you with some bonus episodes, so don't be surprised if you see episode uploaded Saturday. That's right, an early bonus episode. Then we'll see what we'll do for the upcoming weeks. But yeah, we'll save here. And next time we'll finish searching the room, maybe solve some puzzles, learn more about our team. I'm interested in all of them, honestly. And yeah, good episode, good development, a lot of June development, and I'm starting to like her more because I kind of like her personality. So that's cool. But thank you guys for watching. Thanks for your time. Hopefully you had a great day, and see you guys soon if you continue to watch the series. Bye.